Hello everyone, this is Faith from faithsbizacademy.com. In this Canva tutorial, I will be showing you how to actually take this done for you planner in editable Canva templates with commercial use rights to actually quickly convert it, adapt it, modify it so that you have a brand new unique product for sale in your shop. It's going to be really fun and easy, and I also want to show you how useful it is to actually start with an existing template so that you can save time from creating a product from scratch. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Now, before we hop onto the Canva dashboard, I just want to show you that this particular product I'm using for this tutorial actually comes from my friend Melanie from bittyspirelife.com. She sells editable Canva templates with commercial use rights, and I have actually subscribed to her Club Pin. It's a monthly subscription program where you get access to new done-for-you planner templates, Pinterest templates, mockup templates, as well as video tutorials to help you learn how to actually customize and modify these Canva templates. And the best part is, it's only $10 a month, which is really affordable for a membership program, right? But the focus of this Canva tutorial is I just want to show you how to use this fall bullet planner, which was actually included in Melanie's June's product delivery. Now, it's July right now if you're watching this video. If you sign up in July, you're still going to get the templates from June. Okay, so you get 2 months worth of templates at only $10, which is a super pocket friendly price. All right, and I just want to show you how easy and fun it's going to be to customize this done for you planners. So this is what you would get if you're a member in Club Pin, and then you just click on this template link, and it will open up into your Canva account, and you can start using the template. Now, the truth is, this fall planner is just absolutely gorgeous. In fact, when I saw it, I was just telling Melanie that, wow, this is really nice. I mean, I don't think I can create something as beautiful because, you know, we all have our unique styles in the way we create our planners or any other kind of design, right? And this planner reflects Melanie's unique style, and I love it. And of course, you can use it as is. All you need to do is go to share and go to download. Let's try that again. Go to share, go to download, and then you can save it as PDF standard, and then there you go. You can have a ready to sell planner. Of course, you can also use it as a lead magnet to grow your email list. But other than just using it as is, we also want to equip you with necessary skills to help you customize this planner so you can have a unique final product to add to your store. And like I said, the best part about using done for you templates is that, the structure is already there. All you need to do is make some tweaks and some slight changes, and boom, you can have a brand new product that looks different from the original to add to your store. So even if there are tons and dozens and hundreds and thousands of people using the same planner template to begin with, when you choose to customize it, you will still end up with a unique, different end product. Okay. So one of the easiest way to change things around is actually to replace it with a totally different set of graphics. Now, for this particular fall planner, what I want to do is actually to change it into a winter planner. So then you can have one set of template and multiple planners just from this one set, right? You can create different seasonal products, fall, spring, summer, winter, and we are preparing ahead of time. So I'm going to customize this fall planner and change it to a winter planner. So let's start by just clicking on these elements and just deleting them. Okay, I'm just removing them, stripping them down essentially, so that we can see what elements actually, created the composite of this particular planner cover that we're looking at. And here I'm actually trying to remove the sleeve, and because the text box is on top, I need to hold down the Command or Control key and click until I get the layers below, and just delete that as well. And we're just deleting all the leaves and stuff like that. Okay, this one, it looks like there's a shape behind. I'm going to leave it as that first, and this I'm going to remove that because I'm going to change it to a winter planner, right? So the color schemes and the graphics are going to be totally different. Now, basically what I've done here is stripping away the graphics, and I'm going to find new graphics. So there are two places that I love to find commercial use graphics. One is this platform called prettygraphic.com. Okay, prettygraphic.com. There is a lifetime access license that you can purchase, which is really awesome, that you can just pay once and then get access to all the new products all the time, unlimited downloads, okay? And right now you see, depending on when you're looking at this video, you can hop onto prettygraphic.com and then you can take advantage of this summer flash sale and get a one-time payment, lifetime access for just a one-time payment of $99, which is really, really affordable. If you just split it over 1 year, that's less than $10 a month. But the best part is you can use it over and over again for unlimited access. All right. So this particular store, prettygraphic.com, has really adorable graphics. Okay, so if you're creating kids printables, if you like using cute graphics, this is the place to go to. So what I would do is I would search winter and then see what comes up. Sometimes I might start creating a project or a design without actually having a solid idea in mind. So I'm just trying to have just a simple keyword and start searching and looking for inspiration. Okay, so what I did was I downloaded this set of digital papers. I could just right click to open in a new tab like this one also. And look at that, you've got line art as well. And we've got this pretty winter fairies clip art. And I'll just right click to open a new tab. And if this is what I really want, all I need to do is to add to cart. You would see that it appears as $0 on my screen because I do have the lifetime access pass, which is why I can just download however many different types of graphics for free. Okay, so here winter fairies as well, just add to cart. Christmas winter fairies clip art, just add to cart. You can also see that the regular price is $5. So just imagine if I were to pay for these 3 different sets of graphics and digital papers, that will be about $15 right? And then you put it in the bigger picture, just pay $99 and get lifetime access, which is so much more worth it. All right, so just something for you to consider. Yeah, just look into the video description below to find my affiliate link to sign up for prettygraphic.com if you're interested. Now, other than this one, the other platform that I love to use, which you might already be familiar with, would be creativefabrica.com. Okay, similarly, it is available. Basically, it allows you to purchase commercial use graphics. I too and subscribe to the All Access Pass here, but instead of a lifetime access, this is on a monthly renewable basis. Okay. So when you catch it at a sale, it could just be like $9 or $10, which is really affordable per month as well. And it gives you access to different fonts, graphics, digital papers. And other than, the cute ones that we see on prettygraphic.com, you get a lot more wider range of selection on Creative Fabrica. Okay, I wouldn't say that one is better than the other. They just meet different needs, different design needs. Okay. And the best part is if you don't want to subscribe to anything, you can still go to these 2 sites, creativefabrica.com as well as prettygraphic.com to pick freebies. All right, right here, you can see that right here on creativefabrica.com, there's this tab that says freebies. You can just go look for the free graphics. And back here on prettygraphic.com, you can also look for the freebies section to download graphics for commercial use rights for free. Okay, now same thing on Creative Fabrica. What I did was I also did a search for winter, and I just wanted to see what pops up. Now I wanted to do a contrast, right? I'm still going to use the same fall planner from Melanie's Club Pin, and I want to create a planner that is more cutesy, cartoony for the kids, and then something that is more subtle and less kiddish with nice floral designs, winter floral designs. So I looked for winter. And we're gonna select, because now I'm seeing a lot of fonts. So I want to look for graphics. So, and we see what we can find, or maybe to be more specific, because there's so many different designs here, right? So I'm gonna search for winter florals instead and see what comes up. So here you see we've got this nice watercolor Christmas floral clip art. We've got all these very nice different watercolor designs as well. And we've got some digital papers. This is also very pretty. And yeah, so what I like to do is I just like to open up the graphics pack in a new tab. And then after that, this is also very lovely. Winter floral watercolor compositions, if I'm not wrong. So there we go. And if I'm happy with it, I can just click on download. Same thing, all access pass. Therefore, I can download an unlimited number of graphics for $0. Of course, sorry. At $10 a month, you can get unlimited access to all the graphics, fonts, and digital papers. Okay, includes SVGs as well. So these 3 sets are what I have downloaded. Okay. And now that I've got some graphics on my side, I can head back to Canva. So we are back on Canva, but before I look into the planner cover, I'm just going to jump right into page one. So same thing. What I'll usually do is to make a duplicate of the page right here, this little icon, duplicate it. So then I can still have an original design. And on the other side, I can just delete all the other graphics. And like I said, just remove the graphics, leaving only the planner content. Okay, because I do want to add graphics on my own right now. So one of the easiest way, once again, we want to be able to customize all these planners really quickly and easily so that we can start selling a new product in our shop. Okay, so go to uploads, and what I've done is I've already uploaded some digital papers right here. These watercolor digital papers are from Creative Fabrica. These cuter ones are from Pretty Graphic. And then we've got all these winter fairies as well. So it's as easy as just having this digital paper, and I can stretch it. Or the other way to do it is I can go to elements and go to frame or grid, select the grid, make sure it's positioned all the way to the back. Going back to my upload, selecting a digital paper, and just click and drag to the grid, and now it automatically fits into the grid, okay? And once again, we want to make sure that this is all the way to the back. Yes, it is. And because now the lines are not very visible, so what I can do is I can change the transparency here. Either use a slider or just type in number, maybe 50, but it's still too overwhelming, right? I need to have the space for people to actually write on this notes page. So not to worry, go to elements, go to simple shapes, just a square here, and I'm just going to resize it like this, change it to white, color palette right here, change to white, and going to the ellipse menu, go to position backward, so that's now underneath the layer with all the lines, okay? And then you want to make sure that it's positioned properly. So we're still at positioning. Go to center, go to middle, just to make sure that this white rectangle is nicely aligned in the middle of the page. Okay, so now you have it. You can be happy with this, or you can go back to one of these cute winter fairies and add it like this. And there we go. It's just a few clicks, right? It's really fast and easy. And of course, it looks totally different from the original notes page from Melanie's fall planner. Okay, so there we go. That's one. Now, just to show you something different, right? So duplicate this again, deleting the cute graphics. Now, what if we want to use the more subtle, less cutish designs, right? So let's choose just a random picture, one of my digital papers, drag and drop, there we go. And now instead of the cute graphics, I'm going to use some floral elements right here and just tilt it like this. Oops. Now, because there's a grid behind, what would happen is that if you accidentally drag it too much, it might fill up the frame instead. Oh, but this gives a really nice effect too. Wow, I just discovered something without intentionally doing it. So what happens is, because this is also an image, and the digital paper that I was previously using is also an image. So when I click and drag onto the grid, it easily just superimposes onto the grid itself. So if this is not what you want, just undo it. And just make sure that we are sometimes using the arrow keys help without actually dragging the image onto the grid. Okay, something like this. And if I want, I can just duplicate, Control D or Command D. So I can have, you know, one set of floral designs on each side like this. This is so pretty, right? This is so pretty. So look at that. This is the cutesy one. And then we have the nice floral wintry ones as well. And now this is the easy part, because this is just lines. What is that? There are a little bit more planner content. Same thing, make a duplicate of the original so that I can always refer back to it. And, you know, I can always mix and match different designs as well. I just like to have the original page so that I have something to refer to. And here, the easy part is really just deleting, right? So we're just removing all these. And this frame, I might not want it. Okay, so if you're clicking and you realize that, hey, this element is not moving, why? Don't get frustrated. Keep a lookout for this little lock icon. If this is locked, means you need to click it to unlock it, all right? What happens is if you can actually choose to lock an element so that it doesn't move and it cannot be edited, but the very easy thing to do is just to unlock it, and then you can make changes to it. So in this case, we're going to delete it. And let's just make a duplicate again. So this is a stripped down version of the Undated Monthly Planner. And we're going to have this one. And here now, instead of having the grid at the back, I can just resize this and positioning it all the way to the back. And there we go. Now this color isn't really matching with my new digital paper, and it's also locked. So let's just unlock it. Go to the color palette and let's try to find this. The amazing thing is when you upload a photo and you use it, Canva automatically shows you the different colors found from this particular image. So let's just use this blue, but it's a little too harsh, too bright now. Going to the color palette and then going to this one and just using the slider to reduce its transparency, right, like this. Or maybe I could try a yellow instead. Let me see if the yellow works better. I think the yellow works better. Going to the color palette and choosing the slider so it's not as bright. Okay, I think this looks good. I think it looks good. So you can do different designs, right? The whole idea about this, I know this is like art design is very subjective. So it's up to you to expand your creativity and add in your own unique style and design ideas to your project. Like I said, the most fun part is that you don't have to worry about, oh, what should I include on this planner page, because Melanie, in this particular case of Club Pin, has done the hard work for you, right? So all you need to do is remove the graphics that you don't want and just switch it to something different so that it can create a totally different themed product. Okay, and let's see if we want to add another, maybe instead of the fairies, we can add, how about this one? Let's just do that. This little fairy right here looks cute. And now if I just want to make the fairy a little bit more outstanding, let's go to Edit Image and go to Shadows and give her a glow so that, look at that, I can go to this little sliders and maybe change the glow to white and increase the size of the glow, increase the transparency to make it more obvious and reduce the blur. So look at that, it looks like a sticker, right? So then just adjust it like this and there we have it. So of course, because this is undated, if you really want to include the date or rather the name of the month, you can, right? So use the same font. I'm just going to Control D to duplicate this text box, increase it, and maybe change it to December. And there we have it. And there we go. Of course, you also have the freedom to change it to a totally different font depending on, what you like. Okay, there we go. So this is it. This is the new December Undated Monthly Planner. So you can use it in December 2022, 2023, whenever. Okay, so here we have this cutesy one and we won't be creating two designs for every page because I do want to show you as much as possible how to modify each of these pages. Okay, so we've got a cutesy Undated Monthly Planner for December. And then right here, this one looks interesting. This looks like, what do we have here? We've got habit trackers, reward, goals, habit list, and all these. Okay, same thing, duplicate page. And remove all the graphics because we're trying to create a winter planner now. All right, and here. Now, instead of these autumn leaves, what I would like to do is use these snowflakes instead. Okay, but before that, let's change this into the less cutesy design, all right? So let's choose one of these background like this and just stretch it, positioning it all the way to the back. Now, of course, the colors don't really work well now. We're going to go to Elements again, or I can go back here to the top. Remember, I added a white rectangle. Control C to copy and coming back to this page. Control V to paste it and positioning ellipse menu, positioning it to the back so that is behind the elements, just to stretch it a little bit, just to make sure that we can actually see the contents of the page very clearly. And now we do need to kind of change the colors a little. So let's change this to maybe another shade of blue right here. And I could click on change all, but what happens if I do that, all this shade of brown will change to this shade of blue in the entire project. And then it will mess up the original colors of the planners that were created by Melanie. So this is not what I'm going to do. I am therefore going to just change them one by one, or hold down the shift key and select multiple elements. Hold down the shift key and click until you select all the different elements that you want. Go to the color palette and change it to the blue. All right, let's make sure that this is the right shade of blue as well. And here, same thing. I want a shade of blue, but maybe something much lighter. Or maybe I could change it to a shade of gray instead. Something like that. Is still very wintry, like this. This one, I could have it as blue as well. And there you go. You can basically just mix and match things around. Here, same thing. If I want to change the colors, hold down the shift key to select multiple elements. And then go to the color palette and maybe have a light shade of gray. Something like that. Okay, and these autumn leaves, we just have to delete them all. So let's do that. Just click on them, delete them. You can either press the delete button on your keyboard or use the bin icon, holding down the shift key and deleting. And then now I'm going to have my snowflakes on the uploads section like this, the purple one, so that not everything is blue on this page. Oops, I missed out on the goals. Let's change it to the shade of blue, and the words needs to be black right now. Okay, I think this we can actually change to purple to kind of have a different color scheme. Okay, so let's try this purple, but much lighter, so I can actually reduce the transparency. Let's make it to 30 and see what we have. There we go, a light shade of purple. So zooming in a little bit more. Here, these circles are a little off too, holding down the shift key, and I'm also going to change it to a shade of purple and having the transparency adjusted to 30 right here and hit enter. Okay, now snowflakes time. Reduce the size, zooming in so that it's easier to see. Right here, we've got one snowflake, Control D to duplicate, and just keep pressing Control D, and it kind of automatically positions it, but you just want to make sure that it's right smack in the middle, neatly aligned. Right smack in the middle, use the pink grid lines to help you adjust. Hold down the shift key again to select all the snowflakes and position, go to position. We're going to distribute them horizontally, so now they're all evenly spaced. Yeah, there we go. And if I want to, I can even have different types of snowflake, right? I've got the purple and I've got the blue. So we're just trying to make it the same size. So same thing, use the pink grid lines that appear, the guidelines, to help me adjust the snowflake until the blue and the purple snowflakes are of the same size. Okay, right here, we're just trying to eyeball it, Control D, and then Control D again until we have that. Now, all you have to do is make sure the first one is aligned and the last one is also aligned. Let's try that. Yep. And then hold down the shift key, select all these blue snowflakes, go to position, space them horizontally. All right. What happens is this magical spacing feature takes your first and your last one as guides. Okay. So what it will do is just distribute everything in the middle between the first and the last evenly. Okay. So which is why all you need to do is make sure the first one and the last one are aligned. Now that it is done, I'm going to click. Okay. Look what happened. So I'm trying to click and drag to select all these snowflakes. But what just happened was that when I try to click and drag, I end up clicking this white rectangle, which is not my intention, which is why this makes sense. Now it makes sense to actually go to the ellipse menu and lock it down. We lock this white rectangle. So all we need to do is click and drag, and look at that. Now I am not touching the white rectangle anymore. And I can group this, and I can duplicate this, and duplicate that. There we go. So much faster, right? So now we have, we've got these snowflakes, and we've got basically we have this page done up. Okay, we've got this page done up right now. So this is totally different from the original fall design. Now, what else? We got to move on to the other pages. Let's check this one out. Same thing, what do? We make a duplicate first, and then just double click on this one, selecting the elements that we don't want and deleting them. And this one, you see that because sometimes we're not the original creators, right? So we don't know what this element is, but when I click on it, this washi tape is actually different, as in it's not separate from this other element. So you can either choose to edit image, and because we're trying to get rid of the orange hues, to change it to the bluish hues because of winter, right? So here, let's try this. We can click on this. We can go to edit image, and let's find under photogenic. Let's see if we can change it to a different shade. Let's change it to this one, either dream, or how about this one, poster. Yep, so now it's bluish and grayish, which will match the winter theme better. All right, here, this one, it is not an image. You can also use the edit image function, but what is even better is that it has all these color palettes. Okay, so you can then choose the colors from here. But before that, I want to add on my digital paper, so that I know I need to have like a certain color theme going on. So I need to add my own graphic there first before I change the colors of this particular element. So going back to uploads, choosing one of these and just resizing it to fit the page, positioning all the way to the back. It's a little too stark for my liking, so I'm also going to reduce transparency to 50. And there we go. And then I'm going to use these lovely florals like this one and just turn it. I think it looks very pretty when it's hugging the corner of the page, right? So now I've got these grays and blues and some yellows, in fact, right here, or gold, right? So then let's change this and try to grab the photo colors. You see what I mean? So after I add my digital paper and I add the floral element, these set of colors appear and makes it easier for me to change the elements on this page to match these new colors. Okay, so let's go for like gray, and this one maybe goldish, or maybe not. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe something more yellow. Nope, I don't feel it. So we will go for a darker blue instead, like this. And this one, maybe a lighter shade of blue. Something like that. Okay, so yep, it's up to you to decide what kind of colors you want right here. And now, because this is also an image, I'm not sure if I want to change the colors, but I think it looks pretty okay with this. So I will leave it as that. So here we go. We basically remove all right, this is why you can see the contrast, right? What we have done here versus the original design. So now from fall to winter. Now we still have a few more pages to go, so let's press on. Duplicating this particular page, double clicking it, and I suppose you know the process by now, right? We are duplicating the page, we are deleting the graphics so that we can add on our new ones, removing whatever that we don't want, and then let's go for a cutesy design, and let's try this one, stars. Drag, positioning all the way to the back, and this one I can now change the colors. So let's go for blue instead, and in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some alternating colors, so maybe something yellow like this to match. Now when you're creating printables, okay, of course you have to keep in mind the colors that you use, because you want to keep in mind that people are going to print out your product, right? So in that from that perspective, you might want to be careful about using too many colors, okay? Like the writing spaces should be white, okay? So that it's just easier for people to use their blue pens or black pens to start writing, right? Um, but if you actually have the intention of creating a digital planner where people are not expected to print out, they're actually using the planners on their iPads, then you can go wild with the colors, because then it becomes less of an issue with printer ink, and using different pens to write. So here, these might not be the best colors for printing. Let's just be honest with that. You can just keep it as all white if you want, okay? But it just looks prettier right now, okay? It just looks prettier, so we're just gonna leave it as that. But just so that you know what to take note of, okay? I'm deleting these other two notepads kind of thing. And here, same thing, going to the color palettes here, where I can then choose or pick the colors from this digital paper. Okay, the color, what they say, photo colors. Okay, so let's try this. And let's have the blue. And this one, I think I'm trying to go for a really light blue, or maybe just a white, really, like this. Okay, or just slightly, maybe just slightly blue, like this, so you can actually still see some kind of outline. All right, so let's zoom out. Now this first one is done. Just Ctrl D to duplicate, and there we go, Ctrl D again, and readjust. And now you see that it is not evenly spaced, right? There's greater space between the first and the second, smaller between the second and the third. So what we need to do is just to either adjust it on your own, or you can hold down the shift key to click all three, and then go to the position tool and distribute them vertically instead. Okay, you're spreading them out vertically. And if this is nice enough, you can stop at that, or you can also add in another cute fairy. Let's have her here or here, whichever you like better, like this. Now, this is so adorable. I mean, I think it's adorable. So I hope this is giving you more inspiration and ideas on the different types of designs that you can create, right? So we've got these subtle, wintry, we've got these cute, bright, fun. Okay, so now we know. Now here, duplicate, and let's double click on it, deleting the elements. Now, I would totally understand if you have already gotten the full idea on how to customize the setup planner. So feel free to continue watching or skip all the way to the back of this video, but that's fine, all right? But I do want to bring it to your attention that I do have freebies to give away. So don't just skip this video, scroll to the back to grab those free templates, okay? And if you're interested in signing up for Melanie's Club Pin, do check out the video description as well, because I've got my affiliate link over there. All right, this is super, super worth it. Only $10 a month. Okay. So back here to customizing, we are still deleting elements and changing the colors. Now I'm going to be a bit lazy here, so I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to grab this one here. So then there is a theme going on, right? And then just stretch it like this. Okay, and here we've got the oranges. We're gonna change it to blues and grays, and then adding another digital paper. Let's see, now is maybe not this one. I think I like the snowflakes better. There we go. Same thing, you can stretch it, positioning all the way to the back. And now just some tiny detail right now. You see here, we see snowflakes on the left, but not many snowflakes on the right. So double click on it to reveal the full digital paper. Okay, so we're just going to shift it a little bit. You can use your arrow key, you can use the mouse, whichever works better for you, so that this design is more evenly distributed. And there we go, we've got that. And we can also add in another little fairy right here, just to make it a bit more adorable, like this. Okay, and then moving on, we're speeding things up now because I'm assuming you're becoming a pro at this, right? You know the steps: duplicate the page, delete the elements, and then replacing it with your chosen graphics. Okay, it's really just a matter of understanding what elements are there on this particular page. Okay, and holding down the command key to click until you find the element behind, in the layers below. And now this one, let's see, we can change the colors here as well. So we are changing it to blue, yes, and this one we are changing it to light gray. And if I want the easier way out, I can just, what you want to do, ungroup it. Okay, ungroup them. Now, same thing, look at that. There's this white rectangle that is right behind. So I'm just going to undo it to make sure that it's in the original spot and locking it down so I don't move it at all. And then I am going to add one of these digital papers, stretch it all the way, positioning it to the back, reduce the transparency to 50 so it's not as bold. And then this one, just click and drag to highlight all the other elements, okay? Because now I want this color scheme, right? Click and drag to make sure that this is grouped. Control D to duplicate it. And there we go. Click and drag. We can group this again. Okay, so now it's a group of 2 sets of like notepads. Control D to duplicate, shifting it down. Click and drag, Control D, and now we have got 4 sets, all right? There's total 8. Now, once again, you see that the spacing is not even. Lots of space here, very little space here. So what do? We hold down the Shift key and make sure we're selecting the groups, okay? The other easier way will be just click and drag to highlight all of them, which is why it makes sense to lock down certain elements so you don't end up highlighting those elements and moving them out of place, okay? Go to position, distribute vertically, and there we go. And this is it. And then because I love the floral so much, I'm just going to have this one inverted and shifting it upwards right here, changing the size, and then we can go to position, positioning it to the middle. All right, you can use this position feature to help you align your elements. And there we go. Simple, quick, fast, easy. So you see there's blues and there's oranges because of the winter planner and the fall planner, right? We are almost there. Just hang in there, make another duplicate, and then I want to delete them. Now, why am I insisting that I, go through every single page with you, even though you probably already know what to do right now? Because I do want to show you how fast it should be when it comes to customizing, okay? It shouldn't be hours and hours, weeks and days. It should just be minutes, okay? Trust me, right now my recording time says I'm at about 38 minutes in, but if I don't have to narrate as I go on, I would definitely be much faster. But even then, you can see we can definitely complete this entire planner in less than an hour, and I think that is what should be the standard, So now let's go to edit image. I can't change this with a color palette. So let's go to edit image, go to photogenic, and see if I can change the shade. Here, this one, this polar looks good. And there we go. Let's go to edit image 2. I think it was also under, let's try to see pixelet. No, color mix. I like this Arctic better. And same thing, we can just change all of them to Arctic so it matches the grays and the blues, more wintry feel. Right here, color palette, change to blue, and then choose the wintry one, maybe this one, and click and drag and positioning it to the back. There we go. If we still want some more florals, we can use the same set of florals, just positioning it in a different spot. Like this. Okay, and there we go, another page down. And one more here, page 20, make a duplicate. You're recognizing some of the elements are repeated, right? So if you want, you can also just copy and paste from one of the previous pages. And we're just deleting again. I'm going trigger happy, delete, delete, delete. And here, changing the colors. Now, because I've used all these blues in the rest of my project, it's much easier to find them right here under document colors instead of waiting to drag a new element and then find the photo colors, right? So you are seeing that I'm actually repeating some of the colors right here. And then let's just see how it goes. Okay, so here, same thing. This is edit image. So I'm going to photogenic again, see all, and looking for this polar. Yeah, I think this works. Go for polar. And here, a different shade of blue. And this one, if I want to make sure that there's a consistent theme going on, instead of choosing the colors, I'm going to find, where is it? I used it somewhere. Here, this one. So I'm going to click on this element, Control C to copy, and coming back here to this page, not this one, this one. Delete that and paste it. Control V to paste it, and we've got it right here. Okay, like this. There we go. So this one, don't forget this one. This is still pink, dusty pink. And we're going to change it to blue as well. And what's the almost last step? Digital paper, stretch it, put it all the way to the back. Reduce the transparency so it's not so stark. Something lighter also saves on the ink. And then we will add the flowers again. Let's try this. This one work. It kind of frames this thing. It's pretty interesting. So let's do this. Right, like this. So it could add to the design of it. And there we go, another page down. Let's check out the grid view, and we have completed so many pages, right? We are down with the last two pages, not to forget our planner cover. So just one more here, ellipse menu, duplicate this, double click to zoom in, deleting the elements. I love that Melanie has actually done all these overlapping. You know, it makes the whole composition so much more interesting when she's overlapping elements and the boxes. And just removing all these. Same thing. I'm going to delete this notepad, paste it because that was the last thing I copied right here. And changing the colors. It should be easy. I like that denim look. We're just playing around with the colors. And here, pick off the blues and having a light shade of gray. And then choosing, should we have the cutesy version here? Let's have the cutesy version. Maybe not. It looks, okay, let's see what happens if we use the star paper. We need the white because it's too overwhelming. Let's go up to the very first page, which we did, to copy this white rectangle. Control C, scroll down to paste it here, Control V, and ellipse menu here, positioning it back, and there we go. So that works too. It just looks a little messier. So same thing. The border takes attention away from the contents of the page. So we're going to reduce the transparency to 50 and see what happens. Yeah, this looks better, or even 30. Just something really subtle. So the contents of the planner page becomes the, the star of the show. So here we can have this little fairy. We can also flip her over, flip horizontal, and have her sitting right at this corner instead. Okay, like this. I like that. I like those winter fairies. So now we have two different ones. There's still one last page, okay. Oops, I forgot to duplicate. Too fast. Duplicate this page. Remove the elements. This is locked. Unlock it. Delete that. Remove the elements. And this time around, I'm going to leave the frame, okay? But I'm going to have it in blue instead. And let's duplicate this so we can have one version, which is the less cutesy one. Positioning it to the back and reducing transparency to 50. And maybe this doesn't really go with it. Or maybe, yeah, this shade of blue is slightly better. Here, You can remove it. You can put your brand. You can put your website name, whichever you like. And maybe I'm just going to delete that entirely, and I'm going to have in its place this. Okay, so let's go to position to the center so I know it's right in the center of the page. So this could be the back cover. This could just be a blank, like a brain dump page in your planner as well. Okay, so not only that, we want the cutesy version too, right? So let's choose one of the cute digital papers, right? Like this one, positioning it to the back. Now, same thing, deleting the text box away, maybe changing the border color to a shade of yellow to match some of the yellows on the stars. Okay, let's choose this shade of yellow instead, and then we can have a little fairy here. Right in the middle, right aside, up to you. Let's put it at the side. Okay, so now we have that, and then we can also copy the design for to use it as the planner cover. Okay, so let's duplicate this planner cover first. And coming back here, I'm going to hold down my shift key to copy this digital paper. In fact, tell you what, I'm just gonna click and drag all, or I can just press Command A or Control A to highlight all the elements on this page. Command C or Control C, going back to this first page, deleting this away, and then Control V, and there we go. And all we need to do is position it to the back. Now here, of course, instead of fall planner, we got to change it to winter planner. And that's it. Change it to a different font. I can search for script font and look for what works for me. Maybe this one works. So I like the look of this, but now it's about changing the colors, and there we go. So there we have it. So we are basically using the same design we used for the last page and use it as the planner cover. Okay. Similarly for this one, the wintry one, the last cutesy one, Control A to select all the elements on this page. Control C, going back to this one, deleting the white rectangle and the yellow frame. Control V, positioning it to the back, and then deleting this because I just want to use the same text box. Control C, Control V, and there we go. So now if this is what I'm ready, I've got now I know the project looks a little messy because, because there are so many different designs, right? So let's just click and drag to rearrange the pages. So now if I'm really certain that I don't want to fall planner pages anymore, all I have to do is just delete them. I can also hold down my shift key to select the pages. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to delete them one by one, okay, the pages that I don't want anymore. So I can rearrange the remaining pages into the actual planner, right, that I want to download and start using or start selling. So just hitting the bin or hitting the delete button on your keyboard. And here we are just going to switch things around to make sure that we've got the cutesy one right here. And we've got the wintry floral ones right here. So you see I've got here page 1 to 6. These are the cutesy one, right? So you see that there's a theme going on. The stars, the colors, it fits. There is an ongoing consistent theme. And here it also has a different ongoing consistent theme. Oh, I missed out this one. Sorry. This is also cutesy. So let's put it right here. Click and drag to the right position, and there we go. So now I've got two projects in the same Canva project. What do I do? Now I'm ready to export it. So page 1 to page 7, that is what I need to do for the first set. So go to share, go to download, go to PDF standard, and we are going to select pages right here. So I'm just going to uncheck all pages. And then, sorry, I think I clicked out accidentally. Uncheck all pages and select page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and click on download. So now it's downloading, okay? And then we want the other set as well, page 8 to page 14. Go to share, go to download, and let's go for a PDF standard. And we're selecting pages 8, 9, 10, all the way to the last one. There we go. Done. Okie dokie. So is it ready? Let's check this out. Let's zoom out. So this is the planner. Done. Okay, so you see that once again, in under 1 hour, I have customized the entire planner in 2 different designs. I know it's not every single page, right? But I did go through every single page to show you how to change it to either the cutesy winter version or the wintry floral version. Okay, so now the other one is also ready, and here it is. This is the wintry version. And there we go. Okay, so it looks totally different from the original version, and you can see how, I do hope that you see how fun it is to customize it, because it's all about putting in the graphics that you have chosen, right? So your preferences, your graphic preferences are going to be different from mine, which is why even if you follow step by step, you're choosing different digital papers, you're choosing different graphic elements, you're going to end up with a totally different product from mine, even though we all started with the same template. Okay, so do keep a lookout for the link below on the how to get access to Club Pin. Melanie from BeSpireLife.com for Club Pin, because it's only $10 a month. Not only do you get planners like these, you also get pin templates, mock-up templates, and also video tutorials. All right, it's amazing, super value for money. All right, and that's it. And stay tuned to grab free Canva templates from me. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I do hope you like this video. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more video tutorials coming up. See ya!